Hi, this is P. Philly, giving a shout out to GermanRhymes.de. Check that out. Check the interview out that I'm on there, and yeah, keep it moving. Stay guile. You gotta stay guile. Keep bringing the Geillichheid. That's what you need to be bringing. The Geillichheid. That's it.
Meine Freunde, can I be honest with you for a minute? Cause I need to share this with y'all. This has been on my mind for a minute. I gotta get this out real quick. Yeah. Hey yo, fuck being famous, I'm just trying to be great. All I know is what my aim is, I ain't trying to be late. For my own release date, the other shit can wait. I don't need to get caught up by the love or the hate, cause it comes and it goes, from the bumps to the pros. The bricks, the sticks, into the slums, I suppose. My reality I chose, it's all projection. Finally I rose, natural selection. I'm trying to get the message like them satellite dishes in tough neighborhoods filled with hopes and the wishes. Making a beat with Mitch is what I do plus my business. Y'all don't like it, stay out of my business like a shopkeeper racist. Place this in whichever context that you wish, but I face this. See, my words mean to you whatever they mean to you. And no matter what they say, I'm never mean to you. See, all I mean to do is find a means to do something meaningful. Meaning I seen a thing or two that I'm trying to process. And you're invited, and not only my success is highlighted, so why bite it? Why fight it? Why deny the fact that I'm trying to triumph over fear and over what I've been told over so many years? Thank you!
Ja, hi, hier ist Tom von GermanRhymes.de. Heute sitze ich mit einem alten Bekannten hier, Pete Philly. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All right. So you had like your first official tour stop by yourself, basically here, and it's like a private occasion.
Yeah.
And what's this all about? So tell us a little bit more.
Sorry, I just ate, so hold up. Yeah, I'm presenting my solo album One, which is the first like official, first physical release. I did open loops before, so I've been invited to the 1000 bar to do that, so that's what I'm doing here tonight.
Sounds good. So we just had like a little talk before we started the interview, and you were talking about languages, and you know a lot of languages. I could say it's like more than the average person,
Yeah.
and you like certain kind of words in every language. So what's up with that? So tell the people out there what you told me earlier.
what I like about the word abspritzen.
Abspritzen
is it shows the action, because to spritz, like if you order in English, if you order a spritzer, you order like a bubbly water, a spritzer, it's spritz. Yeah. So like the spritzing, it's like it's spritzing. I like that you see, it's very visual to me. I don't know if that's the same for you, but I love that word, and I love dirty words in other languages. So that's one of the languages that I want to.
The other languages you know, which dirty words you want to tell us?
In French, I like ta mère la pute, which means your mom's a whore, which is always a good one, always popular in Paris. That's a way to get friends in Paris if you say that a lot. Okay. So I guess in Dutch I like godverdomme. That's something I like. Then in Papiamento, which is the language they speak on the island I was born on, and it's also a Spanish word is coño, which just means a cunt, which I very like. Like coño, like that too. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of dirty words, even though I never really use dirty words. I don't cuss a lot in my music. I don't, but I love the hell out of them.
Yeah, just wanted to ask. In what occasion did you use abspritzen, for example? Or did you use it at all?
Abspritzen. No, I've never used it. I wanna walk up to a girl, like a sweet girl, like in, let's say, Hamburg or something, and then say, hi, ich habe Lust abzuspritzen. I'll say that shit. I have Lust abzuspritzen.
I mean, you got a chance tonight. I mean, this is a fancy bar, and probably some fancy girls coming out.
I might do some abspritzen tonight. I might just start doing some abspritzen. Maybe on stage even. Spritz the shit out of the whole place.
Yeah, that's classy right there.
Yeah, the shit out of it, yeah.
Now, for those who don't know me, I've been around the block a few times. I've been in Deutschland, connected with the people, created some Geillichheid. I've done it. So, there's only one thing I can say now, can I? And that's, welcome to my journal again. I know it's been a long while since I wrote you, my friends. I got caught up in the business, getting caught up in the business. I stepped in every job imaginable. This is me speaking truthfully. Just what to expect from Mr. P. Filet. I see everything around me changing. Maybe only thing that's really changing is me. Either way, I'm exactly who I am.
So let's change the topic real quick. You were the last times we met you came up with Perquisite, and I just wanted to ask about the situation. What happened? Why did you guys split up? And what's going on?
Well, I don't know. It was straining our friendship. There was a lot of ego stuff involved. Both of us had big egos, so that was a problem. And I really wanted to produce my own music. I wanted to produce and compose my own music, and yeah, man, and just I wanted to be free from, like, after a while when you're in the duo, you kind of like feel trapped because you're, you know. So, and we were touring all over the world, and we had arguments all the time, and not just him and me, but within the band, just a lot of bad vibes, which is really sad because we saw that, man, we did gigs in LA and in Berlin and in Tokyo and Paris, and we had all of these great adventures, but we weren't really enjoying them because we had just too much bullshit. And I really wanted to compose my own shit. That's it.
Okay, but you guys still remain friends, right? Or
yeah, well, actually, splitting up saved the friendship. Okay. So now we're good friends. We're like family, you know. I mean, we don't see each other much, you know. We see each other because we live around the corner from each other, so we bump into each other like every month or something. It's like, oh hey, you know, and then we'll talk, and so that's good. But yeah, at the end of Freund Perquisite, we were not friends, man. That was really tough, and it's really a shame. But this is the thing. It's like your first love relationship. I mean, your first romantic relationship. You don't really know when you're like 18 and you have your first girlfriend. You don't really know the fuck-ups that you're going to make and that you will allow the other one to make. You don't know that yet. And we didn't know that in our business or musical relationship either, so, yeah.
So, but from my point of view, I always loved the live shows. One of the best live shows I ever saw when you guys came out. That's why I came out all the time to see you. And so is there a chance that you guys like probably perform someday again, or is that out of the question?
I think that's kind of out of the question. It's just I really want to see how I can develop my own stuff now, and but yeah, it was special, you know, and but no, I don't think that's gonna happen. We might, when we're like really old gray fucks, we might do like one reunion, like Sting and the Police or something. But
when there's no more abspritzen.
Yeah, when there's no more abspritzen going on, then we might do that. Yeah.
Okay, at least you're friends. That's positive.
Giving all of my beautiful people everywhere a shout. Without being explicit, Pete, Philly, and Perquisite needed a timeout. Now I'm solo like before, making my own beats, choosing my own chords, taking my own path, writing my own score, learning some new math, building my own song.
I read about that you like played in a Dutch movie, or was it a TV show, or
no,
was it
a theater play?
Theater play. That's right. Sorry. Yeah. What's about that? I mean, it's like kind of like let's compare to Mos Def for a second there. Right. I mean, he did music. He did solo stuff, and then he performed in theater plays and all that. Is that your path?
Well, funny thing is I've always considered myself to be an actor first. So when I was like a teenager, I would play in plays and I would do all of that, and because I never really considered what I wanted to do musically to be an option, because it's in the Netherlands, which is really small and doesn't give a fuck about hip hop. So I was like, okay, why would I even try to venture out into that stuff? And then I actually thought, you know what, I'm not even going to try acting either, because it's the Netherlands and they don't really make great movies either. So, but then somebody heard me freestyle somewhere when I was 18, and that's how my career started. So, and, but no, actually the funny thing is, like, as soon as, actually at the end of Freund Perquisite, we were still doing some shows in the States, and I was doing the theater play. Is this going to fuck up your audio or no? All right. I had my like actor agent, and I had everything in line to just do that and let the music just leave it for a while. And then as I was doing that, I felt like, well, shit, I haven't really shown my production yet, my composition yet. I haven't really done my own thing musically yet. So let me do that first, and that's when I did Open Loops. You know, so, and now I have American management now, and she's talking about like seeing if I can do guest spots in like NYPD Blue or that's so. Who knows? You know, maybe I'll do it in States, but I don't know, man. Anything that'll happen is good, you know.
Okay, so Peter Philly is gonna be on Law and Order soon.
Well, I don't think so. But the funny thing is, it's like I don't know. With this U.S. management now, like all of these things that weren't available to me before now are available, and it's weird at this point because I already had a whole career already, you know. And yeah, so but who knows?
Exactly. The theater play, what is it about, and what kind of role do you play?
Actually, it's a play about a German guy. Actually, I play a German guy. I'm not kidding.
All right. So you can say a lot of Abspritzen.
No. It was it's called Man from Nowhere, and it was about a story about this dude from this. It was a small like village in Germany where this dude came in, and he had been locked up from kid till well into his 20s, and they didn't know where he came from. So he had all of these abilities because he was very sensitive for certain things, couldn't eat certain things because he had nothing but bread and water all of his life. So it was about that, but then, yeah. So it was a weird role to play because I'm very vocal. I'm very vocal and very animated when I speak and stuff, and I had to be like really like toned down, and so that was fun to do. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so let's switch to your album.
Yes. This is track 1 off of my album 1 that I hope you will be supporting come January. And this is about we are all one. Whether you're from Berlin, New York, or Amsterdam, we are one. I'll give you my heart. We will rise, no matter what nobody thinks. See, we are one. We are one. We are one. Yeah. Duncan.
The album's called One, and it's already out in the Netherlands, but it's coming out next year in January.
Yeah.
And it's charted already in the Netherlands.
Yeah, it did.
How's that for you? I mean, working on your first solo project, basically, which is like physical.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, that was, it was hard, man, actually. Making this record was hard. It was hard because there's a lot of things that I needed to rediscover, because I did everything alone now, or with the help of my DJ PCM, who did a lot of co-production with me. I mean,
where did you start then, actually? I mean, like, by you probably wrote your lyrics and everything like you did always, but where do you start with like beat making, for example?
Well,
whatever?
that's a funny thing. I first started making beats and doing stuff on that.
Okay.
Then I chucked most of my beats away. Then I started writing songs on my piano, chucked that away, and then I felt like, okay, my stuff will be the most honest when I do it from like making choirs and layers and Negro spirituals and beatboxing and all of that. So that really became like the basis of the album. So the basis of the album is my vocals, because nothing gets more, I mean, my voice is uniquely mine. So if I want to make a personal record, having that be the basis of everything is definitely, you know, a good way to go. So I had that be the basis, and then I wanted to add piano, some electronics, some synthesizer to it, and have the beats be programmed. So no live drums, but programmed beats, but still have it be, yeah, as much dynamics in the drum programming as possible. And that's why I had Mitch involved, because he's great at that. He's great at that. So yeah.
How many people here love hip hop? I said, how many people here love hip hop? Oh, you know what? Strike that. If you love good music, then make some noise. All right, because we about to bring the guy to Shiesty one more time. Now, the way that we who have a hip hop background check with the audience to see if they still with us, it is still alert and not in the back networking, because it's a networking affair, but actually here being part of this family, because you being here makes you family. You understand? I don't have fans, I don't have listeners. We are family right now. So I want to see if my family, my Berlin family, if they ready to do this with us. Shall I check it with them? Yeah. You think they're ready? They're ready. Okay, it goes like this. Now dig it. Hey, hey, 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 dig it. Hey, hey. 9, 9. 9, that's just shada. That's absolutely shada in this pitch. But you're gonna get a rematch though. We're gonna do it one more time, but everybody needs to be involved. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. It's just a Q&A. One more time, right? One more time. All right, einmal. Here we go. Now dig it! 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 Okay. We don't need this, we don't need that. Ready, kinda, in the club so I can go with that.
And let's come back to the name of the album. It's called One. It's like, it's a very simple name, I would say. Yeah. But how layered is the name for you? I mean, is it one because you're only one dude who's performing? Is it one because you feel whole as a thing, or?
Well, it's all of those. It's all of the above. That's why it's just, for me, it's a strong title, and it feels like the right title for this record, because it's like my first. You can actually hear in the album that it's my first like step I'm taking, like Bambi, you know, like still shivering, like okay, so I'm gonna, because it's the first album where singing has somehow become the main vocal thing that I do, as opposed to rapping. And it's the first album that like I'm the producer on, and an executive producer on, and it's the my first step that I'm taking. It's the song One is about us being one, because we're all connected, so there's that. Yeah, so and it's me alone. I'm not part of a duo anymore. I'm alone, and part of the problem that I had with Philly and Perquisite was, at least in the national media in the Netherlands, my personality was kind of diminished, because the focus was on the fact that this dude made beats and also played cello, which was it was their hook.
Oh, I see. When in fact,
I think the reason why the shows were sold out all the time was because of the live show, which is really something that I produced isn't the right word, but I directed. Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's. So yeah, so that was hard for my ego, not for my spirit, but for my ego. That was hard, and for Perk, it was really hard that people didn't really recognize him. So they recognized the talent, but they didn't recognize him. So yeah, as a person, so everybody was focused on me being P. Philly, like, oh, that song is great. And it was like, damn, I made all of these, you know. So there was just two egos. So now now I'm alone, and now like a lot of my music, especially on this album, is internal dialogue, you know. And I was very alone during this album. I was alone at home. I wasn't going out. Wasn't going to parties. Yeah. You know, I traveled a little, but I was either at home or in the studio. So it was a lot of solitude. So yeah.
So, but where did you draw your inspiration then from? I mean, obviously, if you work with somebody else, you draw inspiration from him by working back and forth. Exactly. And where does it come from?
Well, that's what it made it harder, because it's when everything is directed to you, the whole creative process, then it becomes this internal dialogue. And Mitch, who co-produced with me, had a lot of things to say, but he prefers making very long tunes. He's trying to make everything epic by making it longer, and I want the song to survive. You know, if you really stretch it, the song, you lose the song. You know, so yeah, it made it harder, especially because, like with Perk, creatively we were fighting all the time. Yeah. You know, it was very, a back and forth. But at least it was a back and forth. Now I'm fighting with myself, which is even more tiresome, because I can't escape from myself. I can't escape from being me. So this internal dialogue just goes on and on. So it made the process harder, actually.
What we won't do for love. We try everything, yeah, we won't find love. What we won't do for love. We try everything, yeah, we won't find love, no. What we won't do for love. We try everything, yeah, we won't find love. What we won't do for love. We tried everything in 1,000 tonight. Bless y'all.
Do you take like reference from somebody else who's like saying, for example, if Perk would have said, yeah, I don't like this part, you didn't like rap so good on it or whatever, and do you like get somebody else in maybe to hear your stuff and like get some critics? Or
no?
Because like I would say, like sometimes when you work all by yourself, I mean, it's hard to see like your flaws.
Yeah, but well, actually in my case, it's hard to see my good things. Oh, okay. I'm very attracted to my flaws, and I'm very, I'm never really satisfied. So, but I know when I've made a good song, and I also know when I've made an album that is flawed, which is, this album is flawed too. It's still not the album that I like. It's still not the album that I wouldn't consider it to be the album I want to be remembered for, because it feels like it's my first step. I think it has great songs on there. I'm very proud of the production work that I did on it, and it's a cool album. But I'm still searching. But the funny thing is, I had it after Mind State, I had it after Mystery Repeats, I had it after Open Loops, I have it now with One. So I think that's also part of the creative process. But there's still like in content, as well as like the way it's produced, I still feel there's much room for growth still. But I'm very happy with this record, though. I think this is a good record. I think it's one of the better records that I've made, along with Mind State, I think. So.
Yeah, I would say so too. I like it a lot. I heard online, and it was somebody was like, some friends were saying that this like, yeah, he's singing a lot. I don't like that so much. Like I liked him rapping better, and I was like, so okay. I was like kind of like doubtful, see how it is, but it turned out actually as my favorite album this year. I just told my buddy later, and because like this year there's only crap out there, and like the best album I heard so far. I mean,
thank you very much.
I like a lot the singing is very good. I like it, and this brings me to my next question. How far do you want to take that? I mean, it's like you sing more than you rap, I would say, or kind of like sing-sang stuff. I don't know how to describe that really, but how far are you going to take it with the next album, for example? Is it only going to be singing, or?
Well, the thing is, actually, after I finished that album, I started singing really well.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't singing. I started singing more like on this record, and I think you can hear, oh wow, he's also a singer, so that's cool. But now I think I'm on a level where I could actually. And this is also because like maybe my U.S. management also said, well, yeah, you Well, no, not you need to. Not actually, you need to work. It's like, yeah, you should tour with John Legend now, and that's really where you are. So I'm like, yeah, I should do that. But there are three ways I could go. Either I'm gonna make singing albums and hip hop albums or rap albums side by side from now, and just split it, or I'm gonna continue to try to put these two energies together, which is difficult because you get into a niche really quick, and then and then a lot of people who might want to hear your record won't hear your record. So that's the other way I could go. Or I'm going to find a way to have the urgency that you can have in rap be there with the urgency that you can have in singing, which for me are two different energies, and see if I can really put them together into something that would be mine. And it's actually what I did when I was 19. I was a very melodic rapper. And I'm gonna see if I can blur the lines to the point where people can't say he's a rapper, can't say I'm a singer either. It's just like Pete Philly, you know. That's what I hope I'll be able to achieve, you know. So who knows?
I've crossed the ocean. I've traveled the seas. Getting a bit closer. Getting a bit closer. Getting a bit closer. Getting a bit closer. Berlin.
So how far do you think is gonna go, like in Germany? Because I mean, like Aloe Black, he blew up basically, and he's like kind of where I would consider your music is like kind of goes in this direction. And so, would you think this is gonna be the next thing in Germany?
Well, I don't know. I hope so, but you know, Aloe Black came out of the States, and he had a song. You know, Nee Dolly had a song, and I don't really have one of those. I almost. Well, not almost.
I mean, the one was, I think the 10th track or so. Let it go. Let it go. I think that would be a good single.
Yeah, Let It Go could be a good single. So I might, you know, we might put that out. But it's not. There's not like I think one of those like songs on there. So, so I don't know. But I don't know. I'm with a new label now, so who knows? But I'm optimistic but reserved. You know, I'm reserved. But that's what you get. If you've been in this game as long as I have, then I'd probably say reserved. But I think Germany could use someone like me. I live right around the corner, and I can give live shows and do something that I don't think there's much, you know, there's not much, I don't think there's much else available for them, as available as I am for Germany, being as close as I am. So I hope that like these guys that people can't see behind the camera, that they can really promote my ass, and then who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna promote, and I hope all those people are gonna see it and watch the show. And yeah, my last question would be, what's the next thing you're gonna do? I mean, like the album just came out, but what's the next thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the East Coast of the U.S. in January, doing some stuff there. Then I'm gonna be back real quick, doing something in Denmark and in France. And then in March, I'm doing a German tour. In March and in April with like 10 dates or something. So people need to go to pphilly.com and check that out. I'm gonna do Berlin, Hamburg, Munich, some other places. Maybe he can help me out. He doesn't know. Okay. But I'm definitely doing like a six gigs in Germany in March and April. So people need to come check that out.
That sounds good. We're gonna promote that. Gonna keep you informed what's going on. Okay, Pete.
Cool.
Thanks for talking to us. It was a pleasure as always. Take care, guys. Peace.
Now please, show some love to on keys and vocals. Daniel Spoon. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now please, show some love to on the drums. James Pete. Now please, show some love to Mouse Chung on bass. Now on guitar as well as percussion, make some noise for Gino Bombrini. Oh yes. Now he's my spiritual brother. He's the one I've been rolling with since day one. So please, show some extra love to DJ PCM. For those who haven't gathered it just yet, my name is Pete Philly. Thank you for having me tonight. Thank you. What we won't do for love. We tried everything, yeah, we won't find love. What we won't do for love. We tried everything, yeah, we won't find love. What we won't do for love. We tried everything, yeah, but we won't find love. No. What we won't do for love. Tried everything, yes. Took a sabbatical, back now I'm a whole different animal. Having all cats in my way, hand it off for myself, on my own, in my zone. Drink Corona, smile like Mona Lisa. Hear them all moaning, saying he's a smug. Please, I don't wanna be public. Home, home. If you wanna book me, get you up home. You're so alone, sitting on my throne, no competition. I'll get home, I'll make it wild. I'm coming with my, let me see again. Double the L, double the threat, double the whale. That's how we get this L. Yes, sir.
Test, Test, 1, 2, 3. Test, Test, 1, 2, 3.